Hi viewers, welcome to Module 2.3 of Basics of Reinforcement Learning course. In this module, we are going to discuss about the control problem. The goal of control is to determine the correct inputs into a system that will generate the desired system behavior. That means what actions generate the desired behavior need to be accessed. With feedback control systems, the controller uses state observations to improve performance and correct for random disturbances and errors. For example, engineers use that feedback along with the model of the plant and environment to design the controller to meet the system requirements. To understand how complexity complicates a control design problem, let us consider a control system for a walking robot. To control the robot, that is the system, we need to command potentially dozens of motors that operate each of the joints in the arms and legs. Each command is an action that you can take. The state observations come from multiple sources, including a camera vision sensor, accelerometers, gyros, and encoders for each of the motors. So when you are using controller system, it has to satisfy multiple requirements. For example, it has to determine the right combination of motor torques to get the robot walking and keep it balanced. It has to operate in an environment that has random obstacles that need to be avoided. It has to reject disturbances like wind gusts. A control design would need to handle these as well as any additional requirements like maintaining balance while walking down a steep hillside or across a patch of ice. The control solution. The best way to approach this problem is to break up into smaller discrete sections that can be solved independently. For example, you could build a process that extracts features from the camera images. These might be things like the location and type of obstacle or the location of robot in a global reference frame. Combine those tools with the processed observations from other sensors to complete the full state estimators. The estimated state and the reference would feed into the controller, which would likely consist of multiple nested control loops. The outer loop would be responsible for managing high-level robot behavior, and the inner loops manage low-level behaviors and individual actuators. By this way, we can control the problem. The next topic of this module is real versus simulated environment. Thanks for watching this video.